We're live already? Wait, let me make sure we're live before I start. I'm just gonna make sure we're live. Oh yeah, I see. Hi everyone, but I still don't think we're live. Can I see myself? Oh yes, we're live. Hi. Welcome back to another live stream here from the studio at Reolink. Uh, New studio design. Can you see it? Amazing, right? Uh, I'll wait for your feedback on this on this new design we have here. New setup, new everything.
What do you like? What do you hate?
Yeah, what do you like about it? If you like it, thumbs up. You can drop some thumbs up in a comment section. I'll be able to see that from here. What?
What do we add?
Yeah, and tell me if you've been watching our previous live streams, you should be able to see the changes, things that have changed around here, and the studio design and everything. So let me know. Let me know what you love about it. If you love this compared to what we have before, or you prefer what we have before, or you like the changes, switching it back and forth, let me know. And we'll see if I'll stick with this coming moving forward, or I'll just make it better. All right. Welcome back again, once more to the studio here at Reeling. Today we'll be talking about some amazing stuff, amazing one of the cameras that you love so much that one of my favorites, because I have two favorites so far that I've used that I love so much. And one of my favorites, we're gonna go in depth with these cameras today and answer more questions about them. And if you're watching us, I want to know where you're watching us from and what you're doing, what time it is right now where you are. It's super duper late where I am right now. But I've chose this time today because I want to interact with more people across the globe. For anyone watching us in Europe and in the UK too, yes, and in Australia, I think. So hit us up. Let me know where you're watching us from and what you're up to at this time, and we'll dive into all the details on these amazing products today, and have fun in general. Tell us about what you're doing right now, if you're still at work or you're off work, or what you're up to. I'd love to know this. So first, I'm gonna go into the comments, check and see if I'm missing anything uh, before. Yeah, I think I should be able to check the comments here. Okay. Looking here, I have oh, Planet de Carlo says nice. Yeah, okay. I'm guessing. Uh, yeah, Planet de Carlo. I think I know who this is. This is Zav. Zav. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say bonjour. Yeah, yeah. You see how I just said that? Bonjour. Yeah, welcome to the live stream. It's good to have you here. Lucas B says OMG. OMG, Lucas, back at you. OMG, look at my face. Oh my God. And then we have Jasmine says cool. Octopus says Guten Tag. Okay. Guten Tag. Yeah. Okay. Octopus. Who's Octopus? You're new here. Let me know where you're watching us from. It says Plant the Car says really nice setup. This is me. Yes. Thank you. Amazing setup. Yes. A little bit of a change around. And yeah, I feel like I like the way I look. I can see myself here and I look really amazing. And I hope you can see how amazing I look too. Again, welcome to the studio here. We'll be diving into this amazing camera today. So if you're one of those users that are into security camera that has amazing tracking capability, that also has dual lens, that has that zooming capability and that tracking capability, amazing tracking capability at the fast speed, look no further. You're in the right place today because we're diving into this Trackmix series, which is one of my favorite cameras. You have different versions for this amazing camera. You have a PoE a version, you have the Wi-Fi version, you have the LTE version. You know, everything to suit your need. So this camera great for coverage around your home, front yard, backyard, anywhere you want to install it. But before we get to that, we'll go through a lot of details. I'll talk about it a little bit and give you more details about it. Let me check again and see.
So we have Josephine saying cool, and she's watching from Canada.
Oh, that's amazing. Wait, what time is it in Canada right now? What part in Canada? And I don't know what time it is in Canada right now. It should be really late, huh? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, okay. Josephine, are you up to watch this amazing live stream? This is great. What? Why did my voice change? Why did my voice change? But yeah, great to have all of you here, and let's go ahead. Great to have Planet de Cajo. Zab is watching us, and great to have all of you here. G. Ian. Okay, that's a pretty cool name. That's a G. Ian. Okay. Says hi. All right, hi, bye. All right, so I'm gonna dive into details about this product here, and if you're just joining us or you join us during the stream, feel free to ask questions. We'll love to answer some of these. Now, so these are the Trackmix products we have here. We have PoE and the Wi-Fi version, and the LTE looks are similar like the Wi-Fi version you see here. So, oh yeah, yeah, I have it here. Yeah, this is the beast of a camera. Okay, I'll keep you here for now. And what these cameras do is they give you two lenses, right? One for zooming, for tracking, and one that keeps the wide angle frame. So you're able to watch things that are in the scene, everything that is in the scene, and at the same time, you're able to track a subject when they walk into the vicinity of this camera. As in, if a person gets detected or an animal or car, this camera would lock onto them and track them across the whole frame. So you're looking at this camera giving you up to 15 frames per second, which you're recording, and that's great. With these cameras, you're able to see a great footage in 4K. So you have super clear clarity. And if you've been checking us out on our social media pages, you would see a video that got captured of a was that rocket
Yeah.
rocket
Of
being
the
docking with the Trackmix, and you have two views from that: the wide angle view and the zoomed in view. And if you haven't seen that video, feel free to check it up on our social media, and links to that probably will be in the description. You can check that out.
TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah, and our TikTok and our YouTube, it's all there. And that was great. You could see the clarity you get from this security camera, and it was amazing. All right, so that you get at 15 frames per second, and you have a field of view that goes up to 108.4 degrees on the height, and vertical you have 57.3 degrees to 21.9 degrees. So you're getting that amazing view that comes with this camera. So you have versions that are powered with PoE, power over the Ethernet. One cable does it all, power and power and for internet connectivity. And then you have a LTE version that allows you to just install this camera in the middle of nowhere, right? At that place, that's where you put a 4G SIM card in there, just leave it in the middle of nowhere, plug in an amazing solar panel, and then you have the camera being recharged, being juiced up all the time, and you're still able to access footage from that camera anywhere, right? Good. And then next you have but the Wi-Fi version, right? Without LTE, but then if you're in a place where you have good Wi-Fi connectivity, and there are different tips and tricks to be able to achieve that.
especially if it's Wi-Fi 6.
Yeah, and in the Wi-Fi 6 you're able to just connect to this camera, have stable connection, and you're able to access that no matter where you are, across the globe. All you need to do is to have the Reolink client app, and you're able to do this. All right. It says, is the biggest difference between the two versions just connection, or does power over Ethernet allow better data transfer and quality? I would say these are different connection methods, right? Either you prefer the cabled version or you prefer the Wi-Fi version, but or LTE. So if you're talking about LTE, the camera records on trigger because it's battery powered, right? With the PoE version, you're recording all around the clock, like 24 hours. Like it's all plugged in, it's constant power, always recording, never stopping. But with the battery powered version, the camera would record on detection when an intruder or something or a person or anything gets in the vicinity. The camera would detect that, send you a notification, and then record that footage. So if that's what you're going for, that works too.
Josephine saying, does all the Trackmix series support?
It is French for what's in from Portugal. Yeah, again, that's why I went with the bonjour, which was yeah. I never sounded so good saying bonjour, right? It's like It sounds so good, right? Bonjour. Yeah, sounds a little cool. Yeah, oh no, that would be, yeah, but amazing. Jumping into it really quick. I'm gonna check here if I see anything. There's any question? Wait, if I'm missing anything, just let me know.
Can you see it there? So Josephine is saying,
Yeah.
does all the Trackmix series support 4K?
Uh, yes, all these Trackmix amazing cameras come with crisp 4K clarity, so you're able to see your footage in full 4K. You know, you get great clarity with these cameras because you have basically the same sensors in here that gives you that amazing image clarity that you can use to watch everything around. Yeah, and yeah, you have amazing image optical zoom quality too. I'm gonna get to that. We're going deep in here. So
the battery Wi-Fi, it's a 2K. It's free.
yeah, yeah. So you get 4K with all this, and then a battery Wi-Fi in 2K, but mostly also great image quality, PoE, and then you get 4K, amazing 4K with that. Now getting into it, so you have this camera like told you to run. We have a version that runs with PoE, and now ones that run on rechargeable battery, and support solar charging too. Now with detection, you're able to detect people, vehicles, and pets like animals. So the camera would detect it and then let you know, send you a notification on your phone and tell me I've detected an animal. I've detected a person or car passing by if you have it installed. Okay?
Not only detection, it's also tracking all these three.
Oh yeah. And it's not locked to just detection, right? Because it would detect and also track these subjects as they get into frame. So depending on the settings you have on your camera for detection and tracking, the camera should be able to do that and send you all the notifications to your phone. All right, moving ahead. So you have a motion sensor, the PR motion sensor, which is able to detect stuff, and this allows you for flexible placement also and mobile connectivity because, as you see, these bad boys are nicely made. Okay, I have one here. Robust, yeah. The construction here, I don't know. Oh, it's too heavy. Nah, it's great. It's an amazing camera. I love the build quality on this camera that allows you to have it installed anywhere you want. Uh, yeah. You would need a little bit of screwing to do, but it's all great and robust and constructed to resist the weather too, and you can have it installed anywhere you want, and it would do that amazing pan and tilt to be able to cover things around. But I'll go into details with this when as we go on. Yes.
So we have the from Australia, our friend down in the comments.
Oh, we have a friend from Australia.
We have Simon.
Oh, Skull and Crossbones. Good day from Northwest Queensland, Australia. Hey, yay! Skull. I remember Skull and Crossbones. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have you here, Skull. Nice to have you here joining us on this chat today. It's great to be here. We switch things around a little bit. Let me know if you like it. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them now. Love. Alison Garcia says hi. Hey. All right, keep moving on. All right, so we talked about all these and a flexible placement and we have cloud storage available in multiple countries depending on your need because these can be used for professional grade installation. If you have a small business, this camera would do great for that too. And if you need that, you have the flexibility. So it's perfect for remote access, construction sites, farms, cabins. You can have these installed in several different locations, and they will fit that usability scenario and the use. You have a micro SD storage, local storage in here, up to a 128 gigabyte. Also in here that comes with the that works with the camera, and you should be able to have these installed in the cameras to store your footage locally in there. I know from having conversations that a lot of people are love this because of that flexibility you have to be able to store your footage locally on the camera itself, and that allows for faster access sometimes when you actually need it. And these work with home hubs also, but I'll get to that in a bit. But we'll circle around to back to this topic. But then you know that you have local storage that comes with these cameras too, and you can use it if you wanted to. All right. If you have any questions, again, feel free to drop them now, and I will keep moving. Now, so the Trackmix works with different, like I said when I was talking about Home Hub, but you can have it work with PoE NVR if you're using the PoE version, and you have a frame rate that goes up to 25 frames per second. So just how your eye see it at 24 frames per second, 25, smooth, good video quality at a high resolution that allows you to see whatever is happening. And you still have amazing field of view with that. It connects via a single Ethernet cable when I talked about PoE. So you have that one PoE cable that connects to the NVR that allows you to power the camera and still allow you to record things with it. And when you come down to Trackmix battery, I'll go into details with that too. That also works in different ways. So and with the PoE version, you can have continuous recording, right? Because it's always powered and it's constantly recording, so it will stay there. And then you have a local storage with the micro SD up to 256 gigabyte that you can put in there. That would work great with this camera. Now, talking about the other battery version. Again, before I go in there, let me look and I see if I'm missing anything. If I'm missing anything, you let me know, okay? Anything? Yeah, there's something that comes up. Wait, am I missing? It says Dovey Das Nocious. And hello, Reolink. Hello, Dovey Das. It's good to have you here. I feel like this is the first time I'm seeing you on our live stream, and it's good to have you here. Yeah, where are you watching us from? Let me know. I would love to know. And Macro L says, earlier link, we need a PoE siren with strobe. That's a great suggestion, great want that we'll be looking at. Yeah. Stay tuned. And Destiny, say which one is your favorite, Fabrice? I remember you said you're a battery cam guy. Yes, when it comes to you already know, right? Battery person, Wi-Fi, Trackmix Wi-Fi, powered on battery is what works for me. I love that. So keep going. Skull Crossbone says the local police love my Reolink CCTV. They say it's the best CCTV they get.
The local
Yeah. Again, great quality on these cameras. So today I handpicked one of the best, my favorite, to have this conversation and go a little bit in depth and have this conversation together with everybody. All right, so going back into it, I'm gonna jump here and let's talk about the Trackmix battery. So you have a frame rate that goes up to 15 frames per second, so you can feel the differences, right? With the PoE version, you're maxing out at 25 frames per second. And with the frame rate on the battery one, you're maxing out at 15 frames per second. And then you have an amazing field of view on that one too. But then another major difference here is this is 100% wire-free. And it's powered by a rechargeable battery, right? So that allows it to work with Reolink solar panel.
Over there.
There, if you can see it.
6 watts.
I hope I'm pointing in the right direction and my hands are very straight. Let me know if my hands are going really straight. So I'm putting that back there. Those work with the Reolink 6 watt solar panels that you can have plugged in there to have the camera juiced up all the time. So 100% wire free, works with Reolink power to save energy, and for non-stop energy, you have the solar panel that goes in there. You have a Wi-Fi connection that goes up 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So you have both to be able to have a wider range of connection. You have a PIR motion sensor, and then this also has cloud storage available in different locations, different countries if you're into it. You have local storage with the micro SD card that also does great in this. So that's the main difference here between the PoE, 25 frames per second, 15 frames per second. Totally wire free with the battery version, and with cables with PoE, but you only have a single cable. So depending on how you want to use it, there's a Trackmix for you.
Different scenarios.
Wait, I'm trying to do something. Depending on how you want to use it, there's a track for you to mix. Yeah? Yeah? Did I kill that? Did I kill that? Okay, good. Let me know. Let me know if I I killed that. Yeah, I heard woo. You see, the studio went woo. Then I know I killed that. I know I killed that. Um, Dovidas Notion says, is he available in EU as a 4G version? Yes, Dovidas, you should be able to get a Trackmix in the EU as in 4G version. Yes, and a link down there would take you to a page where you can have more information about this product. We have videos about it on our YouTube channel, and when you're there, don't forget to subscribe. Check out those videos, and you have more details about the product. If you decide to purchase, let us know. All right. All right. Moving forward. Moving forward for tracks that you can mix. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna bring that in again in a nice way. All right. So third, we're going on Reolink Trackmix Wi-Fi. So this will work with Reolink PoE and MVRs too. Also maxes out 25 frames per second. You have a wider field of view with that camera and is powered by an outlet. So it's a Wi-Fi that is powered by an outlet. You understand, right? Because being Wi-Fi just gives you that wireless flexibility to be able to transfer data wirelessly and connect to it wirelessly. But this camera still stays up there and still records all the time. So you have dual band Wi-Fi again with that connects to both. That gives you that massive flexibility with those for a strong connection. You have amazing stable connection with this camera too. Constant power means you don't have to worry about recharging. Again, you have the solar panel on the battery camera that will still recharge your camera, but then here you also have that plugged-in power that keeps the camera always powered and online. So if this is great for anyone that wants that to use this camera without LTE, but have a Wi-Fi connectivity that wants it always powered to record 24/7. So this is great for that situation. And you have a local storage too on that one. That'll take a micro SD card up to 256 gigabytes, so which is amazing. Yes, moving in. So that's 3 we've done already. Don't worry, I'm gonna jump in a quiz really quick and see if you've been watching, pretty well. And if you have any questions too, feel free to ask them down in the comment section. I should be able to drop down on those and answer them. So yes, I did answer Dovidas Nocius. And why do I like this name? Dovidas Nocius. He's from Lithuania. I just see Lithuania. Yeah. I get that. That's it. Yeah. I think that it's a very beautiful place. Yeah. You want to tell us more about that place? Like if to my imagination, it's a very beautiful.
And share with us some captures in our social media.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good idea. So, Davidas, in case you pick up the Trackmix, feel free to share some footage because I do remember that Lithuania is a very beautiful place. If you capture some amazing scenery or anything around, feel free to share this with us, and we'll have your chat here, and I'll share it with everyone. Okay?
We will let everyone
know how beautiful it is there. Probably get a lot of people to travel over Lithuania and check it out. All right. So again, we've done a Reolink Trackmix Wi-Fi, and then we're gonna go down to Reolink Trackmix wired LTE, which is also, was part of the collection. But keep going on. Now let's talk about hybrid zoom. Now, so with these cameras, again, I did talk about having 2 lenses, right? One for zoom and one that keeps the wider angle. So what do we mean by hybrid zoom? Hybrid zoom is a camera uses a combination of optical zoom and digital zoom. So to get you even farther, even more reach, deeper to be able to see. So how you have 6x optical zoom here that allows the camera to just, punch, and then without losing quality. So the camera zooms in really close, but then you're still able to see clearly without any problem. You still retain that amazing image quality that you have. So so we have again, if you can see from the table here, we have this camera that we have the 2 lenses here. One is a wider angle that will keep the frame, and one is a zoom lens that would zoom in on the subject that the camera is detecting, but still be able to track that person as he moves or she moves around the frame, and you have a clear detail of what the camera is looking at and what is being detected. So if you're gonna go through a detailed comparison, which I'll talk in a bit. The camera will intelligently manage zoom, transitions, and lens switches to deliver details, right? So it would be switching through the zoom lens while it's tracking and moving around, and then a wider angle lens, and then the transition is just seamless. It doesn't cut up, and then you're able to see that to the zoom levels, and it will leverage high resolution cropping and optical zoom to enhance the overall quality of what you're viewing. All right. So if you're jumping into a total comparison between these cameras, we have the LTE, PoE, the battery, and then the Trackmix Wi-Fi. Yeah, these ones that are in here. Now, so if you're, let's talk about recommendations. Before I go in there, I just feel like saying, let's take a short break. but then I just realized even if I take a short break, I'm still here. But okay, let's take a short break and let's just chat. Macro L is unfortunate that Trackmix cameras aren't allowed in Germany because the law prohibits monitoring labors property.
That's why we have a different camera for different scenarios.
We have a lot of cameras. We have different cameras for different scenarios. So macro, there's something that would fit your need.
A lot of our friends, mostly they use the dual 3.
Oh yeah, and you have that dual 3 too with the 60 megapixel ultra wide angle, but those are stuff we will go into later. So macro, are you watching us from Germany? It's good to have you here. Where are you watching us from? Let me know. Let me get into some details here really quick. See if I'm not missing anything. Okay. Just checking details here and answering some comments. All right, going in really deep. So let's talk about recommendations now. In short, I would say if you are in a remote area, like some place with not upgrade without a lot of electricity or internet, I would say you go with the Trackmix LT. That would be great for these scenarios. These places are a nice area with a very beautiful scenery. That would do great. You can access your camera from anywhere and view what the cameras are seeing. If you want wired stability, like you want your camera to be plugged in and always stay there, and that makes you feel much comfortable. Trackmix PoE is the bad boy for you. You want to go for that. That does great for this type of scenarios. You want to have wired PoE Ethernet cable in there that would keep the camera constantly connected to the internet and powered, and still delivering amazing image quality and video for you. Now, if you prefer wire-free flexibility, yes, Trackmix battery, that's also great because you have that Wi-Fi that allows you to connect, and you're still great with that camera. And then you have internet connectivity around, okay? And if you want a stable, you run a stable Wi-Fi around where you are, and you just want to install it, but you still want that flexibility to be able to record 24/7 around the clock, then the Trackmix Wi-Fi is for you. So these 4 cameras are good tracks for you to mix. I just did that again. So those give you amazing coverage around. And these are current recommendations for you.
The name of the camera that can tell us a lot, like Trackmix, which means there is 2 things happening in one.
Yeah.
Like the track.
Yeah.
And the PTZ.
Yeah, PTZ and all that. So a track for you to mix with these 2 cameras, so you're able to tracks and then mix it. You have the wide and the zoom in tracking all mixed together. So great tracks for you to mix. Yeah, I like the way you react to that. Macro says he lives in Berlin. Oh, shout out to everybody in Berlin watching us. It's good to have all of you here on the stream. All for your friends. Wait, what did I miss something? All for your friend. All for you, friend. Good, great. Thank you, the Vidas. That would be amazing. We'll love to visit sometimes too. Maybe we'll run a live stream in Lithuania in one amazing scene sometime. Micro L says, I'm so hyping that dynamic privacy mask is a thing that will help me so much. Yeah, it is. It actually is. So even if you have these cameras, you can have them. You can uh, cover that area up so the camera isn't recording from there.
Because we do care about privacy.
Yeah. Yes, we do. All right, going down. So, all right, do we have some footage that we're showing today, captured by Trackmix? Let's drop some footage on the screen so you can have, enough of me just,
Saying.
We'll just show. Let's get to some action and show you some of the footage of what the Trackmix has recorded. Okay, so we're starting with, what are we starting with again? Which model are we starting with? Okay, so first footage that's gonna pop up on screen is from the Trackmix POV. Just take a look at that, enjoy that footage, and let me know what you think. I'm here. How do you say? I'll be right back. I'll be back. Yeah, and then the break comes up. Boom. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I can see that footage. Right. Wait, I'm here. It's on the screen now. You can see that footage of that squirrel jumping around, being tracked by the Trackmix, and you can see that the camera zooms in to see what it is looking at and tracking it at the same time. And next you have a Trackmix Wi-Fi that gives you amazing video. See that that time lapse? Oh, I didn't talk about it. So these cameras that give you that flexibility to be able to record time lapses that are great, that you can watch, and it's just a joy to watch. And can you see that amazing dynamic range? You have that image that balances out the low lights and highlights and gives you, amazing. I was gonna say stupendous. Wow. Yeah. Where are my words coming from? Yeah.
Coming from the track.
Yeah, I've been tracked by the mist. Not even, but yeah, you get that amazing image being captured by the Trackmix Wi-Fi that is on the screen right now. So you can see it. So if I'm here, the video is here. You can see here. Okay, I'm putting it out the right place. I think I got it. I got it, right? I got it, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, but
Other side. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
yeah, I got it. There was one invisible here that I got. Yeah, you just didn't see it. It was invisible, but it's right now it's here. So, the one is here, but invisible, and the other one is here. Yeah, and here, you can see it here. And then you can see this bird. Wait, did the image stop? It stopped? The footage stopped? Can we play that? Yeah, let's play it. Huh? Yeah, this is captured by the Trackmix battery. You can see that. I have a stop footage that isn't moving. Can that move? Oh, it's moving now. Oh, that's a bird's head.
That's a hummingbird.
Yeah, it's a hummingbird. I was like wondering what is like shaking. It's like
I
shaking.
think he will. Oh, he's standing on
On the solar panel. You can see the hummingbird is standing on the solar panel. It's like, you're not charging today. You're not recording me today. Oh, he's trying just to be the model.
He's trying to dig a hole in the tree.
Yeah. Isn't that really cute? And with these cameras, you're able to capture things that you wouldn't see on a normal basis because those just happen when you're not there, and that's great. And here, nice, you can see Trackmix battery capturing a dog. Dog just having fun in the garden and just telling everybody.
Something itchy.
Yeah, it's like, what's behind me? Let me scratch that thing. And then he's like doing some salsa in there. And then next we have, wait, what's the name of this animal? Is that a deer?
Deer, yeah.
Is that a deer? Oh, that's a deer. You can see that that deer. Wait, I got it right. It's right here. I'm here. Deer. All right, you can see the deer. Is he eating?
Yeah, getting ready for Christmas.
Yeah, you know what? To make this interactive, I did not watch any of these videos, so this is the first time I'm watching the videos too. So we're just watching them together. Planet the Cow says we're watching a National Geographic report or a Reolink camera. Yeah, see, This is a good thing with Reolink cameras because they allow you to get into the National Geographic. All right, okay. So they allow you to get in and watch these amazing things because you can have them installed in remote areas and watch these amazing creators that are on here. Samo is here. Samo is here. Samo says three track mixes and they're one of my favorite, just like me. What track mix series do you have? Is it Wi-Fi or what? Let me know. Alison Garcia says it's a red deer, beautiful deer.
Oh,
Thank you for the tip.
that's the footage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the footage I just talked to you about right now, of the rock the spaceship. Oh no, that's not a spaceship. It's a rocket docking. Docking. You can see that amazing, and that was captured by the zoom lens on the Trackmix camera. So that camera was able to zoom in and capture that amazing
with the
footage.
LTE, because a lot of people think that the LTE with 15 frames per second is too low.
Yeah, because we've had because people that have never used this camera would think that the LTE has 15 frames per second, and from that it's like, oh man, is the video going to be choppy? That's why Reolink is here, because you have amazing 15 frames per second, and that looks so amazing. So that's great, and then you can see it. You know what? Let's just play that video again one more time, so they can see how that 15 frames per second with Reolink, it's smooth.
So Sam, he got 2 Wi-Fi and 1 PoE.
Oh yeah. So Sam was good with Wi-Fi. GGGM says cool. Huh?
Where he's using them? Is it around his home?
Sam, are you using these cameras, the track mixes around your home, or you have them set up in remote locations and other places? Feel free to let me know. And if you have any Trackmix videos or anything you want to share later, feel free to share them anytime you want, okay? I'd love to see them. Super heavy returns from space. Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, did we play that video again?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do we have another video? All right. Let's go on to the next one. All right. So this was captured with the wider angle. So this is the same footage, and the one you just saw was the wider angle from the zoom in lens from the Trackmix, and this is from the. So here you can see the zoom in and the wider one just played. Next, we're running to another footage from the Trackmix LTE. Again, the LTEs do great in environments where, you don't have that internet connection, like that Wi-Fi setup, and, in the remote locations where you want to keep it. And as you can see here, we can see another deer walking. Just walking.
Did you notice that transition from
the wider to the wider? It's very smooth. It's like pulling focus, just zooming in with the lens, and out. And you can see that the transition between the wider angle and the zoom, it's so smooth and so good
that you barely notice.
You barely notice it. You just see a seamless footage that tracks objects or anything that moves around. This is a camera to get. If you love Reolink and you've been using Reolinks and you've never used a Trackmix,
or you're considered to get one.
And even if you're not considering getting one, you should get one. This is one amazing camera. So if you love Reolink and you use Reolink cameras, get a Trackmix. Thank me later. Amazing camera, build quality, everything. You say superb. Yeah.
We got some of them.
Samuel says what? I've got the Trackmixes at home. I mostly use the CamelView Talon Pro for animal monitoring at remote locations. Okay, that's great to know. That's great to know. Hey, what's that? Is that a cat? That's a cat. The previous video. Can I see that again? Let's see that. We have a cat. Oh, that's a squirrel. The squirrel just fell back. Yeah, but the cat is coming back in a bit. I think I have a slight delay here, right? So I see it later. But I'm gonna jump on it right when I see it. Oh, Lamps. Hi, how are you? Lamps. You and Samuel and everybody watching us today. Boom, boom, boom. It's good to have all of you around. How are you? Trackmix, very good camera, 10 over 10.
Thank you for your
Thanks. Thank you for your feedback. My favorite too. That's why I was telling everybody right now that if you love Reolink and you've been using these amazing cameras and you've never had a Trackmix, get one. Track me later. Thank me later. Great camera.
Yeah,
Amazing
so
camera.
if you want to say track me later.
Yeah, you can get it, but no, nah, don't track me. No, I don't want to be tracked. But yeah, get it. Great. Track everything else you want to track. And that's a nice, pretty looking cat walking in a beautiful snow. And you have that contrast between the black cat and the white snow. Uh, it's just walking very beautiful, stylishly. You know, you see the cat just crossing legs and moving. Oh, and he's jumping now. What is he catching? What is a cat catching?
I think it's trying to catch the snow.
The snow. Oh,
The snow.
that's that's so cute. I was gonna say that.
Marco, he said,
Marcus says we're already using 10 cams plus the doorbell. Now I'm thinking of getting also a Trackmix PoE.
get it and thank me later.
Get it, Marco. I'm telling you, get this camera. Thank me later. This is an amazing camera. It's good. It's good. One of my favorites. If you've been watching me for over time, you know the cameras I love, the Trackmix and the other one. Can you guess? If you can guess, you put it because I've said this so many times. Trackmix, one favorite. Second one, if you can guess, you can drop it in the comment section. If you're watching now or watching later. But yeah, if you want the Trackmix, if you've been using Reolink cameras, this is one camera not to mix. Don't ever miss it. Don't miss it. This is a great camera. Skull and Crossbones say, I already got 16 cameras. I have no space for a Trackmix.
Wow.
Yeah, Skull and Crossbones,
No comment.
no comments, but I would say if you ever want to replace one, I'll still recommend trying a
If
Trackmix.
you want to upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade one camera. They're probably, I mean, if you've got 16, there's always a 17 on the corner, right? Wink, wink, you know, wink, wink. You can always check that out, and that's a great way. But this is amazing. Skull and Crossbones, you can try that. You can try that. Wink, wink. Alison Garcia, wow, 16 camera.
How he is using those 16? Like around his home?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
running in the garage?
I'm gonna get to that. How do you use your cameras? All the 16 cameras. What do you have them installed? Can we get more information? I'd love to hear your story,
And
so we can.
probably
tell
he's
everyone.
connecting all of them through the NVR to watch all of them.
Not sure if he's using an NVR, but I want to know where he's installing them. Skull and Crossbones, 16 cameras. Where do you use them? I want to know. All right. Again. All right. So before we get to that, I'm gonna jump into some things. So let's just jump into general details why auto tracking is great. Okay, it's great for your security camera, and how it makes a difference as compared to cameras that don't have that auto tracking. So this gives you enhanced coverage and blind and no blind spots because you're able to have that camera that just pans and moves around. So you're able to pan at 355 degrees and tilt about 90 degrees. That allows you to cover all your most of your surroundings and see everything that is around. Okay, so no blind spots. That's what great feature you get. So you get improved detail capture because with that auto tracking you have that zoom lens that zooms in and tracks the subject as it moves around. That means you're capturing amazing details because of that great optical zoom. So you're capturing that great detail of that subject that is moving around, which is also good.
And the tracking method.
Yeah, you have great tracking method. You have that great motion detection also that does the job. That's also part of it. All of these work together, and then you also have that deterrence value, right? Because when you have visible movement of the camera, you can deter intruders when they see that little robot moving around. They know you have security around. So I would say generally you have these main features that are good for you to be able to have a camera with this tracking capability. These would improve things in general, get you more details and track subjects as it moves around. But then you have different cameras for different scenarios. So depending on your specific needs, there's always a camera for you. But just this Trackmix series is not a camera to mix if you love Reolink and if you're using the cameras and you love the quality. Jumping in here. All right, I haven't missed anything, yeah? Okay.
Just mention the how many methods
Oh yeah.
do you have them or do you want
No.
me to tell you?
No.
Okay.
Not here.
Okay, so
Moving into it. Yes. So again, we went through lots of details about the product, different type of track mix that we have, different series, and the difference in between them. And you saw footage about that 15 frames per second that also looks smooth. And so if you see 15 frames per second looking that good, let's talk about 25 frames per second. It's gonna be amazing too. And then we talked about the local storage capacity that these take, the solar charging capability of these cameras, and you know, different versions, you know, having Wi-Fi and LT battery powered. So and the hybrid zooms that also comes with these cameras. These are all great. If you want more details, there'll be a link in the chat box that you can check that gives you more details about these products and things that I may or may have not covered, but I have talked about the major ones and the major differences between these cameras. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down now or later. If you're watching the live stream later, feel free to drop them down in the comment section, and we'll check these out. And yes,
so we have digital tracking
yes, we with the track mix, yeah, we have
Yeah.
digital tracking,
and we have digital tracking first
digital tracking first. Oh yeah, digital tracking, tracking first, and digital tracking
no, no,
pan and tilt. Yeah.
tracking first.
And then pan and tilt tracking first. But these informations are on our YouTube video on the page that you can check. We have that coming up. It should be on live right now. Or if it's not, it'll be live really soon. You can check that information about the different tracking modes that the Trackmix series have. You should be able to check that out, and it'll give you more details about it. All right, it would come if it's not there now. It should be there later today.
One of the things that
Yeah.
this camera also got is the bigger speaker in the back. You can check it out.
Oh yeah, I forgot to go on that detail. Yes, I'm gonna show you that. This camera comes with amazing
Very big.
big speaker grill behind here, so that allows you to to be able to speak for the other person to hear on the other side. So if you're running two-way audio with this camera,
Which means
the sound is going to be really loud. So the person on the other side can hear you and hear what you're saying clearly. And when you speak, there's a microphone in here that's going to pick that sound and transfer it on the other side too. So with this camera around, you're able to, if you had like someone, like I had someone in the chat, Josephine was walking around your property, you can probably go, "Hey, who are you? Get out of there!" And the speaker's gonna convey that, like, "What are you doing? Get out of there!" And that should be able to be conveyed over there. Good. So I think we've been able to dig in more a lot of information about the Trackmix, right? Right? Did we give more information about how these work and a lot of details about it?
Just mention that all these features are monthly, like no monthly.
Oh, yeah.
Important.
Yeah.
AI features and stuff.
Mostly with Reolink, it's more of a one-time purchase and that's it. You don't have to keep paying every month for anything. These cameras, connectivity with the app, accessing your video feed and all of that is just it comes with a one-time purchase, and the detection you have on these smart detections that come with these are these are free. You don't have to pay. You have a one-time purchase, and then you're able to just use these cameras all the time. So that is also one thing that comes with Trackmix. And from a lot of conversations with friends that use this camera too, what they love most about it is that it's able to track. Tracking capability is amazing on this camera. It gives you that amazing quality in 4K, and you have better weather protection with this camera, built like a tank. It's robust, and that you don't have to, subscribe to anything after you're using this camera. You can just it's a one-time purchase, and then you can use it. But again, like I said, if you've loved Reolink and you've been using Reolink cameras, this is a Trackmix. This is an amazing camera. You have to get a Trackmix and try it out. Try it out, and I'll love to hear about it when we get to our next live stream. Skull and Crossbones stays have two duo, a PTZ, 823A, 3 times optical zoom, a mix of a 5 megapixel and 8 megapixel. That's great to know. It's great to know. That's a great combination to always have a Trackmix with the dual. Yeah, no, that for later. That's for later. Choosing between this camera. But I've seen the poll just dropped in. And which is your favorite cam? Here I see Trackmix PoE has 54%. Wi-Fi is 27. Okay, not bad. I've seen a lot of people still have to go PoE. But yeah, again, you have a specific Trackmix for all your needs. This robust, amazing, good quality, better connection, Ethernet cable, PoE version, and Wi-Fi version, and LTE version that comes in all trims, built like a tank, like a bumblebee. That's amazing for your security around your home. Is great. Comes in different trims that will fit your needs. So if you're hoping, if you want to try it out, this is a time, and that's just why I'm here today to go into these details. And you can go. And just being said, no subscription fee is insane. So I like about Reolink. Yes. Again, yeah, I've heard this multiple times, so I'm not surprised. And Josephine, but great, and great, and it's good to know you're enjoying the cameras, and that's amazing. I guess that's where we get to today, right? With this camera, I guess we're gonna wrap it up now. So for anybody watching the live stream later, feel free to get more details about these amazing products. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them now. Again, in the comment section, we'll get to those when you drop them later. You missed the stream. If you missed the stream, you can watch it again. It will be there. And don't forget to join us on the different social medias, because we'll be publishing more details and usability scenarios on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, Reddit. That's where we nerd about the products and talk about how to use them with different services, and like Home Assistant. All of these are there. So feel free to hit us up in any of these platforms. If you have any questions, you drop them in a comment or hit us up on Facebook or our Facebook group, and we'll get to it. Thank you again for everybody that joined this live stream. Shout out to everyone that's here. Josephine, Skull and Crossbones. We have Lambs, Macro, L, Samo, GGG Ian, Planète de Cal. We have everyone. Macro from Berlin. It was great to have you. Great to have all of you here today for this quick introduction of this product. And yeah, we'll stay tuned. Stay tuned for our next live stream. And until see you again, stay safe, stay secure, and